Prince Harry has admitted he was embarrassed to show Meghan Markle his home, Nottingham Cottage, and revealed his future wife likened it to a frat house. In his bombshell memoir Spare, which hit shelves yesterday, the Duke of Sussex, 38, admitted that his London home where he lived for 6 years was no palace. Although the royal said he had been looking forward to showing Meghan his living quarters shortly after they started dating in 2016, he worried that the two-bedroom cottage might not live up to expectations. The father of two wrote, "I was excited to welcome Meg to my home, but also embarrassed. Not cot was no palace. Not cot was palace adjacent, that was the best you could say for it." Apostrophe as he watched Meghan walk up the garden path to his home, Prince Harry says he was relieved that she gave no indication of disillusionment. However, that changed when the Duchess stepped inside the cottage where the ceilings are doll's house low. He added, "Then she said something about a frat house." Apostrophe Prince Harry says he had never noticed how shabby the furniture in his home was before, with the then Suits actress appearing particularly unimpressed with his beanbag chair, which matched his brown sofa. After Meghan moved in, Prince Harry recalls how the couple purchased some IKEA lights and ordered a second-hand settee from sofa.com, which they bought with his future wife's credit card. Later on in the book, the Duke recalls being invited to have tea with the Prince and Princess of Wales and again describes being embarrassed by how Nottingham Cottage compared to their museum-like space. Following their 2011 wedding, the Prince and Princess of Wales lived in the two-bedroom cottage before moving into apartment 1A, which reportedly boasts 20 rooms in the main building. Nottingham Cottage was designed by highly acclaimed 17th-century architect Christopher Wren, who was also responsible for the south front of Hampton Court Palace, Royal Hospital Chelsea, and the Old Royal Naval College in Greenwich. What's more, the Queen and Princess Margaret's former governess Marion Crawford lived in the cottage for 2 years from 1948. She would later describe the property as a dream of seasoned red brick with roses round the door. After being occupied by the Duke of Edinburgh's former private secretary Miles Hunt Davis, Prince Harry and Prince William's aunt Lady Jane Fellows moved into the property with husband Robert Fellows, who had served as the Queen's private secretary for 9 years until 1999. Decoration was kept to a minimum in the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's first home together, with interior design expert Benji Lewis recently telling Femail that the pictures show a cozy but accessible living space. One of the subtle design choices in the cottage's living room is the soft cream color on the walls, which lend the space a neutral look. Benji told Femail, "There's nothing showy or fancy going on here, the wall color might even be something as uncomplicated as magnolia." Looking at the layout of the room, he observed that the sofa arrangement is good, noting that the corner configuration allows for nice interaction between whoever's sitting down, while the large coffee table means nobody needs to stretch to put their cup of tea down. One piece of furniture in the room could hint at the couple opting for a sustainable choice, the side table, which Benji suggested may have been reused. He said, "The side table is undersized for the corner it's in, good for the scale of the lamp, but I wonder if it's actually an upcycled piece, brought into the room as something with which to make do." On top of the sofa, a sheepskin rug can clearly be seen. According to Benji, this could be a nod to the couple's love of their pooches. He told Femail, "We know that they love dogs, so it's no wonder there's been an allowance for the pooches on the sofa. I should think that's the point of the sheepskin rug, somewhere cozy for the doggies to hunker down. We can't see what the floor finish is, timber boards. I should imagine the rug provides a nice bit of warm color, and it's clearly been sized to provide a cozy feel underfoot when you get up off the sofas." One of the quickier touches in the room can be seen on top of the coffee table, a Union Jack placemat. Meanwhile, the interiors expert described the couple's kitchen as unpretentious, suggesting that it may have been inherited from a previous owner. He noted that the room's color scheme is simple, kept as it is to off-white, charcoal and royal blue. Benji added, "There's no suggestion of a table and chairs in the kitchen. I wonder if this is more of a pantry somewhere to feed the dogs, rather than cook the Sunday roast." Harry and Meghan later swapped Nottingham Cottage, where Harry had been living since 2013, for 10-bedroom Frogmore Cottage on the Queen's Windsor estate. The couple moved into the home in April 2019, which received a £2.4 million renovation in the same year, just months before they announced they were stepping down as senior working royals. They have since paid back the refurbishment costs to the government and continue to use the Grade 2 listed property as a UK base. During their 6-part Netflix docuseries, which landed on the streaming platform last month, the couple revealed how Oprah was stunned by the small size of their home when she went round for tea and told them no one would ever believe they were living there. During one episode, Meghan points out that the living space was far from expansive, saying, "Kensington Palace sounds very regal, of course it does, it says palace in the name. But Nottingham Cottage was so small." Describing the home, Meghan said, "People thought we lived in a palace and we did. Well, a cottage in a palace." Harry said, "The whole thing is on a slight lean with really low ceilings. So I don't know who was there before, but they must have been very short." Meghan added, Harry would just hit his head constantly in that place because he's so tall. According to Meghan, the couple's lives inside the Kensington Palace grounds were unlike anything anyone would believe, with the couple sharing images of themselves doing DE projects and gardening. Me with a hoe and H varnishing, Meghan says. It was just a chapter in our lives where I don't think anyone could believe what it was actually like behind the scenes.